June for quarter to 2? No, quarter to 3. So I'm beginning to inspect one of these SNAT inverter. So this capacitor swelled. So when you see a capacitor like that and this resistor burning, then this is connected somehow to this capacitor. So now why would a capacitor swell? It's one or two reasons. One, there is an overvoltage, and this burning resistor is limiting the current to the capacitor. So that's why it's turning black. That's what I think. Two, age. So after 5 to 10 years, depending on the manufacturer of the capacitor, these would swell. So I'm going to do a little bit of reverse engineering of this, why this is burning and why this is swelling. So I noticed right away there's stuff at the back of the circuit board, and glance down and I can see this capacitor blew up. Now why would a capacitor blow up with this kind of behavior? As you can see, this is literally blew its top off. So what does that mean? It's lots of mineral deposit on the circuit board. So these, I guess the typhoon did its job on this circuit board. Okay, wow. One of those things I really hate to disassemble. So I took out the circuit board and it's just full of minerals from the typhoon. I mean, this thing needs to be thoroughly cleaned. So when cleaning these, you need to use either distilled water or mineral water or bottled water. You don't want to use tap water to clean these. You're just creating deposits onto the circuit board. With distilled water or mineral water, there's less of those molecules, for example calcium molecules, to precipitate, and then it'll be difficult to remove the thing. So when this goes, you need to replace this as well. So two parts need to be replaced. Hopefully that's the only thing that needs replacing. I'll have to check the MOSFETs. Well, I'll do some check as to what is what. So the plus side of the capacitor goes to 24 volts, and the capacitor is rated at 15,000 mic and 50 volts. Now for this to swell and blow up, it's over 50 volts. The panels, I think he put them in series, so I think the panels in series would be 80 over 80 volts, around there. If they were in parallel, then I think the panels BOC, voltage open circuit, is also 50 volts. If they were in parallel, it doesn't matter. I think that alone is the potential problem. So basically, let's see. So typhoon came, it did what it did, and the charger, something came loose, and so it saw 50 volts or more on the input of this SNAT inverter. So it then over voltage, and then it just basically blow up. So now I need to clean them. Let me just check the resistance, why it's burning. It's probably the same thing. It's 50 volts, and it's just wanting to regulate the voltage to this guy. So what is this? This capacitor is for oh, okay, so it's 470 mics, and it is 50 volts. So it saw over 50. This thing also saw over 50. With that resistor, I'll just see if it's connected to that capacitor. So this is the 24 volts goes to this diode, then the cathode goes to the capacitor. So it most likely saw like over 50 volts even with this diode. The resistor there, this is a Zener, and it's like I said, it's with 1% resistor. It's typically used for reference, so it want to regulate the Zener voltage, and so it took the brunt of the current. That's why it's overheating. I'm going to change that from half a watt to 1 watt, maybe. Yeah, 1 watt, and lift it off the circuit board. With this, it tends to overheat like this. It just damages the this is not a phenolic. This is what kind of circuit? Oh, I used to know these kind of circuits. The materials. I just can't remember anymore. After years of being out of retirement or retired, I used to know circuit boards. Now I don't. Just one of those things that is not stored into memory. So, so potentially I'll look for. If I'm going to replace these 15,000 mics. If I can get them in 100 mic, 100 or 80 volts, I'd be replacing them. So I have to look at, let's see, the potential voltage of the solar panel, whether they're in series or parallel. I think Jerry set them up in parallel. So the BOC is 50. I have to ask him. So that looked like the problem. Just needs to clean up. Now I'm gonna take a look at that. Probably the same problem. And capacitors begins to fail and blow up. So that's how it goes. Sort of fun a minute. Thanks for watching.